The furor may have died down after an HPD sergeant was caught on video roughhousing with his girlfriend, but the pressure on the police force is just about to ramp up again. Female members of the Honolulu City Council are now demanding a task force. KITV4's Andrew Pereira is the first to report on the possible creation of this investigative group. Andrew.
Well, that's right, Paula. The task force would pull members from various state and county agencies, as well as survivors of domestic violence.
It's the video that sparked a firestorm. Honolulu Police Sergeant Darren Cachola shown on surveillance video trading blows with his girlfriend. The couple dismissed it as horseplay and a grand jury refused to indict. But the women of the Honolulu City Council want more. Carol Fukunaga, Ann Kobayashi, and Kimberly Pine want to create a task force to look into HPD's training, reporting, and monitoring of domestic violence cases. The panel would have a minimum of 13 members from various state and county agencies, as well as survivors of domestic abuse.
If everyone in the community, demonstrates a high level of concern, I think we'll be able to work some sort of improvements into their training.
The women of the council want to make a very strong statement in showing not just women victims of domestic violence, but male victims as well, is that this is going to be our top priority from this point on.
If approved by the council, the task force will examine HPD's consistency and transparency in reporting domestic violence cases, how to reduce the number of uninvestigated cases, as well as other measures to improve the department's overall handling of alleged abuse. We asked Police Chief Louis Kealoha about the City Council's effort.
Hey there, Chief. We wanted to ask you about the creation of this task force.
I haven't read it, so I cannot comment.
Okay, thank you, Chief.
The executive director of the Hawaii State Commission on the Status of Women believes a domestic violence task force is desperately needed. Honolulu is the only Hawaii county without such a panel.
I think that we can look at flaws and problems across the board and come together as a cohesive unit to deal with them. And that's what a community task force is for.
Beginning in May of 2013, Betts received more than 30 complaints from domestic violence victims who said HPD mishandled their cases or gave police officers preferential treatment.
We have a lot of good domestic violence policies and laws in place already, but it's really whether or not they're being implemented correctly and uniformly.
Councilwoman Ann Kobayashi acknowledges the city has to put its money where its mouth is and may set aside funds specifically for domestic violence training.
So that HPD will, they can't say they don't have the resources, because we want to have it available.
The resolution to create the task force could be heard on February 10th or March 3rd, depending on when the Executive Matters Committee posts its agenda. And the Honolulu Police Department said today that internal investigations into Sergeant Cachola, as well as the officers who responded to that incident last year, are still pending. So it appears, Paula and Yunji, that case still has not been resolved.
Interesting developments. Thank you so much, Andrew.